Man, I just came live now, and some people are calling me instantly. Seems they are bored. I just came live now, and they are calling my TikTok line instantly. I've not even started. Seems they are bored. They did not like, they did not share. Andrew Aneto, good Merry Christmas to you. Many people are joining speedily. Seems they are missing me. My sister Mendes is in the building. Mendes, I see you. So guys, welcome to my breakfast show. Jeffrey Benson, I see you. Miss Mendes, you know I'm depressed. Paul by Waters is there. Ishmael Jallo is in the building. Jeffrey Benson, Jeffrey. I mistake this name for Geoffrey or Jeffrey. Tell me which somebody I don't understand this person. Don't come here to dull our vibes. So good morning to everybody and welcome to my breakfast show. It's going to be an interesting one. So guys, Ishmael Jallo. Ishmael, you did not home alone. This is going to be your name is Jeffrey, okay? Miss Mendes, yes, I've turned to a celebrity, just like Pleo. Now we are about to hit 53,000 followers on TikTok. And in fact, before this program will be over, I will hit 53,000 followers on TikTok. And we are approaching 64,000 followers on Facebook. Jeffrey, you love my videos. Ishmael, you guys made it possible. You made it happen. All of you here. Yes. Ishmael, all of you here made it happen. My fans from time immemorial, from beginning till now. Miss Mendes, Bosco, Pop by Waters, how many of them? Men? Well, consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Well, guys, welcome. So many people join me. It seems like you guys did not travel home for Christmas. You did not go home for the... Man, it's going to be an interesting... Let's go. People are here already. Moneybag, I see you. See, everybody is bored in this abroad. Everybody is bored. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. Everybody is bored. Ajayi Ayomide, how are you doing? Good to see you. Ajayi Ayomide. So, Moneybag, where is the money now? Moneybag, you have bag full of money and your brothers are hungry. We need that money. Moneybag, we need that money. Man, my videos are going viral. I posted video yesterday on TikTok and it has gotten to close to 70,000, 70 or 80,000 views. Sandy Love is there. Sandy Love is in the building. My people. Merry Christmas to you, Sandy Love. I appreciate you plenty. These are my people. Fellas, today is 24th. Europe is boring. I'm going to fall outside and make videos. Everywhere is boring. I'm falling outside after this broadcast now to show you guys the city. Sandy Love, I hurt you, my own person. I hurt you big time. Ndwandwe, this is my South African connect. Ndwandwe, this is my South African connect. I see you big time. You got the gist now. Fellas, I'm going to show you guys a video. It's cold, but I'm going to try. What a life. Guys, Merry Christmas to you, Ndwandwe. That's a brother. Guys, what a life. Let's go. I want to keep it real on this program. I don't want to fake anything. Did you hear me? If you want to laugh, get ready to laugh. If you want to weep, weep. But I'm going to keep it real this morning. For 3 days now, I have been at home. I've not gone outside. Listen attentively. If you listen attentively, you will not hear any noise here. The whole place is calm, quiet. No noise. And it has been. Somebody came to my, look at the question somebody is asking me, when will I shave my beard? If I catch you, did Jesus Christ shave his beard? Did Muhammad shave his beard? You that is asking me to shave my beard, you are either a Christian or a Muslim. You are a Christian or a Muslim. How did Jesus Christ look like when he was alive? How did Muhammad look like? All the prophets in the Bible. All the prophets in the Bible, Moses, you are answering Moses now. He had beard. Joshua, all of them. All the prophets in Quran, they had beard. You see, the black man mentality. Why do you have problem with my beard? Even I have the Moglikite, the possibility of shaving my beard. Then, there was no civilization. So their beard was till their this thing. It's not about kidding. Don't come here and make mess of yourself. It's not about kidding. You are not supposed to have problem with my beard because you hang the pictures of an European man you call your savior on a wall and worship him. And that picture you hanged on the wall has beards. That picture on the wall you call your savior, they had all these people, they had their beard. Why should I trim it? Did Muhammad or Jesus Christ trim the beard? God Legosin, if Jesus Christ should appear now, you will embrace him. Would you tell Jesus to trim his beard? Why do black people like to talk down on their own? Shiwi Temba Sukwese, that is a beautiful name. Why should you tell me to trim my beard? That's what makes me a man. Do you understand me? I don't want to look feminine. I don't want to. Most men now these days look feminine. We call it feminish. Do you understand me? See. Okay, money bag, let's go. Yes. Let me forget this dude. Moneybag Sandy Love said I should continue. So let me forget this dude that came to distract me. For 3 days now, I've not gone outside. See, let me tell you, before I go further, let me gist you guys what happened one day. There was one guy I respected so much. We were good friends. I always back then, go to his shop to go do one or two. Listen, we were, we had transactions together, and I was faithful to the business. I never owed him. I never betrayed him. I never did him wrong for once. And this is me. I cannot offend you and I cannot do you wrong. I've told you guys, appearance can be deceptive. Don't judge anybody based on the person's outward appearance. So this guy, I have always had transaction with him back then when I was doing my thing. When I was running my taxi business and things like that. One day, I respect people. You should respect people's boundaries. One day I went to the guy to go send money. And that day I went with my wife. My wife was behind me. So as I entered the store, the guy said, "Hey, look at his beard. Look at how he looks like." The way he disrespected me before my wife. I respect people. The way he disrespected me before my wife. The way he spoke to me. I'm a very intelligent man. I remained calm. Observed everything. He even asked my wife, "Do you like the beard?" I was hurt, but I did not show it. You should learn to respect every man. However somebody chose to live, anyhow anybody choose to live his or her life, respect it. Taiwo, Lowell, Merry Christmas to you, bro. I like giving special shout outs to some of my friends and fans, okay? Now listen. The guy said, "Look at his beard." Like the way he spoke to me, man. K Kanza is in the building. K Kanza, I see you big time. So when he spoke that thing, I felt like, man, I'm tired of fighting people. Merry Christmas to you, bro. Taiwo Olowe. I like calling that name. I like Ishmael Tomusange. I see you big time. Taiwo, I always mistake this your name for Olowo because of money. Olowe. Man, it's not every time you've got to fight. What I did was I finished my transaction. Thank you so much. Who was that gave me? Amy Ama. I think Amy Ama gave me that roses. I appreciate you plenty. K Kanza, appreciate you big time. So when the guy disrespected me, not if I was alone, I may understand it. Even I don't have to understand it. But he disrespected me before my wife. When we fell out from the shop, even my wife was so disappointed. I was disappointed. I said, "What's this?" Somebody I came to patronize spoke to me like this. That ended it. Man, we are not in Africa. We are grown men and women. There are boundaries. There are limits to things you can do. How you talk to a man or a woman. You learn to respect people's way of life. Moscow, appreciate you. What's the name? Moscow Bees, I see you. See, man, if you see what's happening on my, these guys want to spoil me today. My TikTok fans, they prepared for this morning. Roses, blue, that is, everything is happening here on TikTok. So, after bouncing out from that store, I promised myself never to go there anymore. Thank you, Kekanza. Thank you, Emmy. Emmy Ama, thank you. I appreciate. I'm seeing everybody. Thank you. I appreciate everyone. After that day, I promised myself never to go to that store anymore. Kekanza, I appreciate you big time for the heart. I appreciate you. All these guys you see that are blessing me now, they have been on this page. You see, man, you guys should allow me to run this broadcast now. They are just blessing me. People who do not want me to go hungry. People who want, Ikem is in the building. You see this Christmas, eh? Guys, I was telling you, I have been at home for 3 days because of lack, I have no money. Okay. Ikem, you see, there was a comment, you wished me Merry Christmas, and I responded, I said, I wish you the same. Guess what? TikTok gave me restriction. They said I violated their community standard because I said I wish you the same. To be honest, I paid, they said, I said, man, Robert Wesley, I see you. Rose is asking me what today's topic is. Yeah, that's why sometimes I don't respond to comments. You know, sometimes you mean it good, you respond to, yes, I can show it, I still have it. I can post it. You remember there is one video you wished me Merry Christmas. I responded, they took down that comment. Kekanza, I see you big time. Thank you for the heart love. I responded, they gave me a strike. Somebody said it's waiting for me to come for December. Where? Come where? Where do you want me to come for December? Tell me, today is 24. Where do you want me to come for December? I'm asking you. So guys, that was it. I stopped going to that store because I felt disrespected. So let's go on. Lucas said, Miss Mendes, go where? Hey, I'm just getting started. I am just getting started. Just stay tuned. Lucas, I see you. So many. Ulrich, Merry Christmas to you. Ulrich, Merry Christmas to you. Noble, as in Woke, I see you. Trump troll, you are calling me a N-word. Be careful so that I don't block you. So guys, let's go. Since 3 days I've not gone outside, man, don't mind my lips. I've not gone outside. One, because I have no money to go outside. Since 3 days, listen attentively. Since 3 days, I have not received a phone call from anybody. No human being alive has called me. Nobody. Lexi, I see you. Lexi, I see you big time. Shout out to you. Since 3 days, nobody has called, no phone call, no invitation to any party. Nobody wants to know if I'm alive or dead. Guys, are you watching me? Nobody wants to know if I'm alive or dead. Do you understand me? Now, listen, guys. Did you know why? Because I am not useful to anybody. Because many of the people that were calling me in the past called because I was useful to them. Listen attentively. Now, because I'm no longer useful, I am not somebody they can be proud of. I have no money. This is why nobody remembers me. I remember back in the days when I was still running my business happening, everybody wanted to be my friend. My friend. See, even people forced me to attend their birthdays, their parties, and everything, every of their occasion. I was getting invitation every week. Back then, life, to be honest, life was sweet. Everybody wanted to identify with me. Let's go. Back then, I had many shops. When my shops closed, Waters, Tambwe, I see you. When my shops closed down and things went south, then I was putting on designers' wears. I looked good, went to gym, worked out. I had enough money to spend. Invite me to your party, you are sure to get a very good gift. Back then. Chris, I see you. Merry Christmas to you. So, then everybody invited me. I was loved by everybody. I was loved by everybody. Men and women. People were proud to have me as a friend. In fact, for me to come to your party, Castle, I see you. Billion Ojago, I see you. People wanted me to show my face back then at their parties. They were proud to have me in their parties. People called me for us. People took me to club. They want to be seen with me. Because I was shining. There was money. I had money then. I had money then. Now, where are all those people? Don't tell me life has moved on. Where are those people now? You remember, I made a video where I spoke about fake friends and fake family members. I said, if you fail to identify with me when I was walking through the valley, if you fail to identify with me when I was in the valley, don't come to celebrate or identify with me when I get to the mountain top. If you sit or you stand on the sideline watching me when I'm suffering, guys, listen. If you stand on the sideline watching me when I'm suffering, and you gave me no support when I was suffering, if I should get to the mountain top, if you near me, if now I know better. If you near me, I will push you. The way I will push you. This is what I call fair weather friends. You cannot only be my friend when I have arrived, when I make anybody. See, now I know better. You see my life now. You see my life now, I'm alone. Nobody remembers me. Today is 20. I did not go out for shopping. the table turns. There is something. I love this life. I love this life. Nothing remains. I'm going to bounce back. I'm a Reggie. Now, anybody that failed to identify with you, show you support, it's not even monetary support, moral support, and show you kindness when you are suffering, when you needed it most, men go on, even to shake on you. When they fail to show you that support, if you rise, if you get to the mountain top, if these hypocrites, these fake people come close to you, man, it's going to be fight. Oh. It is going to be fight. It's going to be fight. See, never you judge anybody. That is, you see some people say, you see, let me just take it cool. There are people that made it today. They have reached the mountain top. You see family members, friends, go to them for help. My auntie is rich now, but she did not want to help me. My uncle is rich now. My uncle is rich now, but my friend is rich now, but he did not want. I know this guy. You see some people say, they attended the same school with you. They were your friends before. Now you made it and you abandoned them. That person that made it, that your rich aunt, your rich uncle, your friend that made it, when he was suffering, what support did you show? Did you give him? That your uncle, that your aunt, that your friend that is that is rich now, that has made it. Where were you when he was suffering? Where were you when he was suffering? You like to identify with somebody when he has made it or when she has made it. When the person is in the wilderness suffering, when the person is in the wilderness suffering, you look the other way. You don't want to identify with him. But when the person is mad, you start crawling. This is my brother. This is my cousin. This is my aunt. This is my mother's sister. This is my... If you near me, now I know better. Some people are not intelligent. Let me tell you something. I am an old school. I have seen ups and downs of life. I've seen cold and winter seasons. I made a video, I said in that video, I said, listen, learn to dress poor. I spoke about, I think that dress poor. Yes, you've got to dress poor at times. Why you should dress poor is because of fake friends and fake family members. Don't always show people that you are mad. I said it before. Tell people how bad life is treating you. Tell people, don't live your life to impress. Tell people how bad life is treating you. And see how many people that will stand by you. How many people that will stand and how many people that will run. When you use your dressing, your expensive wares, whenever you want to go meet your friend, go to party, go meet, you dress, you put on designers wares. You will not know your true friends. Act broke so as to know who is your true friend. This is why you see some people go borrow money from the bank to meet up. You go borrow money from the bank to meet up. Because you are in the wrong crowd. You are in the wrong crowd. I cannot, that's why now I prefer to stay alone. I have known better, to be honest. If anybody now should call me, knowing that I have no money or whatever, this is a true friend. Man, don't get me wrong, I'm not begging nobody for nothing. Those people that identified with you when you are broke, when you are going through the valley, these are your true friends. These are the people that truly cares for you. You cannot sing praises unto me only when I am useful to you. Yes. You cannot only shake on me you can't be shaking on me only when I'm useful to you. But these things have taught me lessons in life. It has taught me to know how important money is. Yes. I made a video. My experience is talking. See what an elderly man saw sitting down. A small child cannot see it, even if he climbs Kilimanjaro or Iroko tree. I said it, and I am repeating it again. You are dead without money, and money is the God of this life. Don't argue me. The only person that will argue me is somebody who has not been broke before, or somebody who has not experienced poverty. Man, when you are broke, you see your friends abandon you, fake ones. When you are broke, you see even your husband, your wife, everybody abandon you. When I tell you, see, some of you here, you claim to be a Christian, but you do not know the Bible verse. You don't read your Bible. I'm not a Christian, but I was one time a Christian. And the Bible says, money answereth all things. You think it's a joke? You don't want to hear this. Now hear it from me. Money answereth all things. Money can even move mountains. Mountains will move from one place to the other. If you doubt me, most of you watching me here are living in abroad, in a foreign land. What did you come here to do? What brought you to another man's land? Wasn't it money? If not for money, would we be here? We are not going to be here. Every one of us will be in our native land, enjoying life. What chased everyone out from his homeland is money, good life, greener pastures. But we came to seek for greener pastures. No be so. We came to seek for greener pastures. But some of us, the pastures we came to seek for have turned brown. The pastures are no longer green, but brown. The sun has turned the pastures into a brown color. Yes, so the pastures is no longer green. For some people and for others, it is still green. So the thing is, I'm telling you how important, how powerful. Do you know how? I told you guys, The only thing money cannot do is make the corpse walk. The only thing money cannot do is to raise the dead. Money will force your enemies to be loyal to you. Force your friends to be loyal to you. Force your in-laws to be loyal to you. Whether they like it or not, they will be loyal by force. Why are we referring to, why are we in the Western world? The Western world, developed countries, because they are rich. Because these countries are rich, well developed, and they have money. That's why everybody is running to the Western world. If not that, we all are going to remain in our native lands. Because they have what we don't have, which is money and good life, better life. Stop lying to yourself. Somebody will come and see, you make a video, some people will come and begin. Have you been broke before? Have you suffered hunger? If you've suffered hunger before, you will know that money rules this world. Without money, you cannot even live in your apartment. You become homeless. You will not have food to eat. You will have no clothes to wear. Sugarcoat is in the building. I see you, my sister. Now that I'm older, I have realized the value of money. This is why it is good to have an elderly man or woman in your home, so that they will convey their experiences in life onto the younger ones. The experiences I've had, what my experience now, money cannot buy it. What I've learned in life, and somebody made a comment, he said mistakes are, there was a way the man put it. The mistakes you made in life, you use it to guide your future. Today, I'm careful how I relate with people. Because people go to where they will get something. A lot of people go to where they will get something, who they will use. I don't have that kind of mindset. I want to have friends that we can journey together. Friends that we can, sit, gist, not what will come out of you. I cannot have a friend based on your influence or affluence. Because you are rich, you may not be my type. I know my type of people. I don't make friends because you are rich or because you are influential or because you are a celebrity. To hell with that. If our destinies align together, if you're my kind of person, if we relate, if we flow very well, you may be a poor man, but we understand ourselves very well. That's a friend, not based on how much you get. But I hate it when you make friends based on, see, if you come, if you make friends only or go where people are doing well, you are a fake human being. You are a fake person. You are a hypocrite. You are a hypocrite. I hate such. That's why I prefer to stay on my own. And I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself. I'm not a hypocrite. Go through my social media. Nobody can come and say, I don't betray. I don't come to you. People come to me. People come to me as I don't betray nobody. And I don't come to you because of money to help. I'd rather stay hungry. Listen, a lot of people came to me and said, Uncle, Give me your account. Let me put money. Did you know why I declined? Did you know why I rejected the money? Let me tell you. Because I have experienced such in the past. Listen, I've lived my life and I've gathered experience. I lived with people that cooked food and we ate together. Later, it turned to an insult. Yes. When we came here in the 90s, we led communal life. We lived together. There was one guy. Don't get me wrong. There are good people and there are bad people. There are good people and there are bad people. I remember one guy who was running the streets. There are some people, they do things because they saw others doing it. It is not their nature. It is not it is not in them to be good. But they want to do it in order to receive praises. Or because they saw other. See, fake people. There are people who are naturally generous. They like giving. They like helping. It is in their nature. There are stingy people. But you see, sometimes you see some stingy people want to act generous. So let me give you guys the gist. Back in the 90s, we were living in the same flat. There was one guy. This guy was running the streets because we cooked. Guys were running the streets making money. Everybody had money, back then. So food was nothing. You see somebody bring out money, cook food for everybody to eat. People want to spend their money on others. There was one guy, that's why I told you guys, some people are fake. This guy joined the crew. He began to bring out money to cook, and that was eating. Then I had no job. And I did not want to run the street. Yes, I did not run the street. I did not sell drugs. Most guys in Vienna knows me. Nobody can come and say I did any kind of drug business with him. I'm saying it openly. It's not my nature. So I did not run the streets. But then because I'm so intelligent, I don't want to spoil my chances. I don't want to spoil my documents. I don't want to go to prison because of drugs. So I kept off. I did not involve myself. But I lived with these guys. So now, there was one guy who was running the streets. At the time, the guy began to cook food and I ate the food. Then I had no money. We just newly came. I met the guy in prison. We just newly came. So I ate freely because other guys were cooking food, and if they cook, they would tell you, boy, come and eat. The money was there, the food was there. I ate this guy's food a couple of times. Then one day, we went to club, I am somebody who looks presentable. I'm big, massive. If you have seen me during my younger days, I went to gym and I worked hard. I worked out very well. So I looked big. I had no money back then. Don't say I'm always broke. Somebody said the street boys are all mad. I'm still standing. Don't you know that don't you see that I'm still standing? I'm still here. Do you think I'm not mad? I will tell you guys the gist now. Just don't worry. Let me charge my battery. So back then, one Saturday, we went to the club because then we went to club to chase girls. The thing is, go to club then to go chase girls. So as a guy then, a fresh, I just came out from prison. I went to gym, worked out baddest. If you see man, if you see my chest, if you see my shoulders, massive. Massive chest, stomach tight. If you see man back then, if I enter the train or walk on the streets, everybody, I was center of attraction, ask anybody. So we went to club on that day, that Saturday. We went to club. Babes were, rushing me, surrounding white European babes then. No, black people, black girls were not here then. So many girls were blonde girls, green, blue eyes were coming, young, big boy. So I had a small misunderstanding with this guy I told you that cooked food back then. One guy that cooked food for us to eat. Somehow we had a kind of understanding inside the club. Not that the guy, he couldn't stand meal. People gathered, other guys were there, girls were there, other girls gathered in the club. Guess what? As we had that misunderstanding, the guy began to scream. He said, I can feed you. You have been eating my food. I've been feeding you. In the club where everybody gathered, people that respected me. He began to say, I can feed you. I can feed you. You cannot even feed yourself. He began to say, I can feed you for. Man, I was shocked. A grown man mocking me because of food. He said I ate his food in public. In a club where everybody gathered. Man. I said, so this guy is such a shit. This guy is such a shit. Because there were girls there were boys there. He wanted to make himself important. He said I was eating his food. Man, I felt like, wow. So this is a nonsense guy. Some people are rubbish. He wanted to make himself important. He wanted to ridicule me. Since that day, I cancelled that guy. And I learned from that. I did not only cancel that guy, but I learned from it. I was in my 20s, but that experience is what is guiding me till today. Because some people can give you food. You see, some people may give you food and then talk bad about you. Look at this guy, he's a hungry guy. I'm feeding him, I fed him. Some people can borrow you money, go behind you and talk bad about you. Look at this guy, he's so broke that he came to borrow money. You get the point. Guys, has it happened to you? Have you experienced such? People that will accommodate you and go out and tell the world, I was the person that accommodated this person when he was homeless. I fed this guy when he was... And then, in fact, at times, it is better for you to suffer it alone than some fake people to help you. I prefer to suffer on my own, go hungry, than to eat the food of a bad person. Are you getting it? I prefer to go hungry than to eat the food of fake human being. This is why it's not that I am an experienced man and I've seen life. I don't like people to talk to me anyhow. Do you understand me? What happened in the past taught me lessons. I cannot mess myself up at this stage of my life. You get the gist now. I cannot. This is why I never want to be a pest to nobody. I don't want to be a pest to nobody. I'd rather stay here hungry than go begging people that will mock me later in future. That is me. I have pride. I have pride. Yeah, so whatever happens in our life, whatever we go through, should teach us lessons in life. See, if you invite me, I don't like going to people, you know. Before I come to you to start eating and drinking with you, man, I will I will investigate you very well, the kind of person you are. So that you don't use me you don't talk about me anyhow. Or don't feel I'm somebody anyhow person. See, I am a contented man. Some people don't know. And a lot of people do not know how intelligent I am. One time, I wanted to go to Africa, travel to Africa. There was one dude, we don't mention names. The guy has a car, very flashy car. So the guy told me he was going to Africa. He said he wanted to go. So it happened that the time he bought his ticket and the time Kelly, P, I see you. It happened that the time the guy bought his flight ticket and the time I bought my flight tickets was, rhymed. We bought the same time. So we spoke about meeting in Africa, meeting at home. And you know me, I don't boast. I said, man, in Africa, in my home country, I have no car, I have no bicycle, I have nothing. Listen, I said I have nothing. So this guy, we planned to meet when we get back home. So I was asking him, boy, how are we going? The guy began to avoid me. The guy systematically began to avoid me because we planned to meet. He thought I was going to use him and shine. I was going to use his car, or he was going to be carrying me up and down or something like that. I understood the area he was going. Man, before he even began, I withdrew myself. You don't know me. I don't need your car. I have my money to flex and move around. He thought because he has a big car in Africa that he's using, so I will like attaching myself to him. So I noticed his behaviors. Like, man, see, you as a man or a woman watching me, the worst mistake you will make in life is don't force yourself on anybody for no reason. Don't force yourself on anybody. Have pride. Be yourself. Don't force yourself to be anybody's friend. Before the guy could even start misbehaving, I withdrew. I went to Africa. We arrived at the same time. I did not place any call. I did not call him. I did not. People don't know me. I did not call to say, boy, where are you? I spent my days, boarded my flights, and came back. When we came back, he was surprised. He thought I was going to be calling him now, come with your car. Blah, blah, blah. No, that's not me. To hell with you. This is why I keep telling everybody, man, get your own things in life. Try to fight. I make videos. Fight to Be self-reliance so that nobody will mess you up. I'm telling you how important money is in life. I told you without money, you are dead. Without money, people will not respect you. It is important for you to, whatever you need in life, make sure you have it. Fight for it so that people will not mess you up. Nobody can mess me up for waiting now. Before I will become a subject of ridicule, I go back to my village, build a basha, and stay there before I will beg anybody for anything, for waiting. It is better for you to live in a basha than for you to live in a mansion where you will be insulted, where you will be disrespected. You want to force yourself to be somebody's friend, and that person will make you a slave. Will be talking to you anyhow, treating you anyhow because you want to belong, you want to be some man. When somebody failed to invite you because he feel you are below him, when somebody failed to invite you to his party, when somebody treats you anyhow, if you go close to that person, you are a shit. When people don't respect you, you get the gist now. 1 second, guys. Let me fix this in. Are you listening to me? When somebody is holding a birthday party, maybe your friend, and he failed to invite you, if that person, that man or that woman feel you don't belong to his class, if you go close to that person or you force yourself or begin to ask, why didn't you invite me? If I catch you, I will give you a slap. When people look down on you, when people disrespect you one way or the other, avoid those people. Even next time, if that person invites you next time, don't go. Don't go. I told you, see, don't always be available. You've got to learn how to be unavailable. If you always make yourself available, you become common. If you always make yourself available, you lose value. People talk to you anyhow. Anywhere there is a question, you force yourself there. Anywhere there is a party, you force yourself there. Anywhere there is food, you eat. Not everybody is good. They watch you eat and drink. And before you know it, they begin to disrespect you. They begin to talk at your back. That guy, yeah, anyhow. Nobody can talk to me anyhow, whether I have food or I have no food. Nobody can talk to me anyhow because I know who I am. You cannot. How? Tell me. Who born you? You cannot talk to me anyhow. First, you don't feed me, you don't clothe me, you don't pay my rent, you don't buy me data, you don't buy my telephone, you don't do nothing for me. This is why you should fight. That's why I drop videos. I drop videos every day. I say, man, if you are still younger, fight your fight. Onyeka, Iwu Amadi, I see you. I know some people, listen attentively. I know some people, wherever they see food, they eat. Wherever they see food, they eat. They call you here, you eat. Anywhere that you go, you eat. If you continue to eat food wherever you see, number one, you have no discipline. You don't have self-respect. Anywhere they see food, you eat. If you don't take time, you eat away your destiny. When I was driving taxi, everybody knows me. When they bring something, they say, this, they know me. They said, I don't eat anybody's thing. Yes, I cannot eat your thing because I have learned my lessons. When some people will bring like granite, mango, banana, or anything, others will be taking. I don't take. Man, I'm telling you, my life, I don't take. People, they don't ask me if I want to take some from what they are eating. Nobody asks me anymore. Because you may eat, they say, nah, man, forget it. I don't do it. Eat your food. When I get money, I buy mine. I prefer. If you invite me to a restaurant, I will have my money in my pockets. I don't want you to spend on me. Now, at this stage, maybe when I was younger, but not now anymore. If we meet anywhere, I want to pay my food, pay for what I ate, and you pay for your own. I pay for my drinks, you pay for your own. Don't pay for me. That way, I'm sure of myself. I maintain my respect. No matter how close we may be today, I don't want you to buy drink for me or buy food, pay for my food. No, instead I don't come. Or I order for food, you order for food. If as you are ordering, I'm ordering, everybody will pay. Don't pay for me. That's the last thing. I cannot allow it. Or I don't come. I prefer to pay for you. Rather, I prefer to be the one that will pay. Instead, you don't pay. Let me pay for you. Now, it's not because of I prefer to be the one that will give. I prefer to be the one that will pay for your drink, pay for your food. Do I move on? Do you want me to go further? Do you want me to go further? Guys, if you are seeing me for the first time, somebody said, you say you are praying for me. I'm not a poor person. I'm not poor. Oh, you're praying for me for what? I'm not a poor person. No. All these guys that are making noise, I'm not a poor person. I'm not poor. No. So stop thinking or seeing me as a broke man. I'm just telling you guys the realities, my experiences in life, the realities of life. A poor person will be homeless, begging for food, begging for everything to survive. I'm not begging for nothing. Do you understand me? I'm not begging for nothing. Man, I'm not seeing love. Nobody is liking. Who is nobody? People are not liking or things like that. It's like I need to end this. Man, those that are watching me on, a lot of people are watching me on YouTube. Please kindly, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, I want to subscribe does not mean you need to be giving me money. Just follow the page, the channel. Subscribe does not mean you need to be giving me money. Follow that is, man. Follow the channel. Let me tell you guys a story. You got it gist now. Let me tell you guys a story. Some people will come and say this. Who told you that I'm broke? I'm a father of 5 children. You got it gist. I'm a father of 5 children. So, it has not gotten to that level that I will be totally broke. Guy man cannot no go fit broke like that now. For waiting now. So, man, this is Christmas. Everywhere is quiet. Seems I'm gonna go live multiple times today. I have nothing doing, so I'm gonna keep giving you guys gist. Merry Christmas to you, Francois. I appreciate you. I saw you are seeing me for the first time. I appreciate you. Good you are here. Here I keep it real. But my videos can be crazy at times, okay? So whenever I drop videos, take it like that. Mr. David, I appreciate you big time. I appreciate you. My page is growing so much. My TikTok page is growing rapidly. And the whole pages are growing. So guys, the story plenty. I will continue to share with you guys my lived life experience. Somebody made a request. Who was that person that made a request? Who was that person that made a request? Identify yourself. If you are a core follower of this page, then I'll bring you in. Who was the person that made a request? You. I don't know you. I am seeing you for the first time. I do not know who you are. I'm seeing you for the first time. So guys, follow this page. Queenie Suleiman, Queenie, where have you been? Queenie, you are not a good sister. This is, Queenie, I've not seen you for over 7-8 months now. It's like you are just standing on the sideline watching what's going to become of me. Queenie, I have not seen you. You are not a good friend. I'm telling you, you don't shake on, no, these guys are not shaking on me. I don't understand. Queenie, I've not seen you for like, what's going on? Like 6 months or getting to a year now, I've not seen you. What's going on? What has happened? You are alive. We are all strong. We are in it together. All of us are battling the life struggles. We are facing it together. Red Bull, I see you. You haven't seen me. I've been there, I've been dropping videos. Yes, I've not been going live often. Yes, it's true. I've not been, but now I'm going to be going live more often. Yes. Ishmael to Sweden. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here until next year. I want to stay at home. Ishmael, thank you, but I prefer to stay at home in the meantime. I want to stay at home. Thank you so much. I will be traveling, I don't know when, but at the moment I want to stay at home. So that's it. How many people? So, man, I'm going to be going live more times now. I mean, in a day. I just woke up and came out to spend time with you guys. I'm going to be going live more times. If you guys want the story to continue, Ishmael, you know we are old schools here. Somebody asked a question. Somebody, see, what's the name of the person, Karen? She said, where in Nigeria do I come from? Guys, listen, share this now. Let me educate this lady. Guys, listen attentively. Everybody here, let's go. Are you guys here? Somebody asked, did you see the question? Karen said, where in Nigeria do I come from? Now let's go. This is why I told you guys, some people are ignorant. I mean, no disrespect. Now, Karen, how did you know that I come from Nigeria? Who told you I'm from Nigeria? Answer me. You see how black people are. Who told you I am from Nigeria? Do you have any proof to show I am from Nigeria? Guys, listen. You have no proof. You cannot prove it. Then why did you say I am from Nigeria? Do you know me before? You see why these people are not smart. No educated person, no smart person will do that. Your speech, if I should have proved it, my speech, my son, my last born was born in Vienna, and he speaks Nigerian language. He speaks American English more than African Americans. You cannot prove that I am from Nigeria. How do you prove it? That my speech is not a proof. My accent. This is why white people are more advanced than us. That's why whenever police stops you, no matter if you are black, red, or blue, they ask you for your identity card. The only way you can prove my origin is by seeing my identity card. Foolish people everywhere, you are not intelligent. So, I can born. You don't know. The only way, that is why European countries are more developed, more advanced. When they stop you, they don't want to assess you. They don't want to know you by your outlook. They want to see your identity card. You cannot see a black person and say you are from USA, you are from Canada, you are from UK, you are from Nigeria, unless you are from South Africa, unless you see the identity card. This is why you fail exams. This is why, okay, now let me tell you. Several times, on 2 occasions, many of you are new on this platform. On 2 occasions, that is why you just assume things and you begin to make noise. If the police come here now, the first thing they will do, man, some of you are living in abroad, but you have not learned anything. If the police come here now, if there are many people here, what the police, I don't know where you live. The first thing the police will do is to ask everybody, black, white, blue, green, us vice, your identity card. That is what they will not use to know who you are. No matter how you speak, the only way they will know, they will identify you is by your identity card. Learn it. I did not know this before. Many black people that are living in abroad, as you move out of your home, you carry your identity card in case of police control. In case of police control, if you as you are leaving anybody, it is mandatory as you leave home so that they can identify you. You get the gist. When I traveled to US, I'm telling you my personal experience, 2002, 2003. When the flight touched down, I stood in the queue. Police immigration officer at JFK Airport, I was in the queue. They pointed at me. They said I should move away from the line and go stand in the line. That is the line of where American citizens are. They said that line I was standing was for foreigners. They mistook me for an American, African American. It has happened more than 2 times. You cannot tell who somebody is or somebody's nationality just by the person's appearance. You cannot tell somebody's origin just by the person's appearance. There are so many Africans now, African people that are living in US. If they speak, they have integrated their accent. I've told you guys about, there are people that are talented in languages. They have linguistic talents. When they travel to a country, they learn the language fast. Taiwo Olowo, you want to join us? Taiwo, make a request. Taiwo wants to join. Okay, make a request. Let me bring you up. Let me see if I will bring you. I've not brought some people up. Somebody wants, a big friend wants to join us. Let me see. Wait. Where's Taiwo now? Taiwo, I didn't see your comments. I want to bring you up if you want. Maybe you made a mistake. So, anytime, if you are living, those of you that are living in the West, whenever you are stopped by the police, what happens? The police cannot say you are from Ghana or Canada or Uganda. The only way the police can prove your nationality anywhere in the world is through your identity card. Through your identity card. Sylvester Obianke. This is why they say African people are, if you just see somebody, this is why you have no organization in Africa. You are not well organized. There's no ordnung, no orderliness in Africa. Somebody from Niger, somebody that is a non-citizen of your country may come and you believe that person is a citizen of your country because he looks like one of you. When somebody looks like one of you, the salt and sugar looks like. They looks alike, but they are not the same. Salt and sugar looks the same, but they look alike, but they are not the same. If you bring the salt and the sugar now, you will see that they look similar, but they are not the same. Until you test them, that's when you know the difference. It is only when you test salt and sugar, that's the only time you will know the difference. This is why in Africa, somebody from another country will go to another country. Somebody from Ghana may go to West Angola and say he's from Angola. They say, yes, you are from Angola. Angola, they cannot, he looks like us. They will not do background check. Where's your village? Where were you born? They will not do background check. Some people do not know how the world works. You don't know how the law works. Something you cannot prove, something you cannot, I'm talking generally, don't say it. Don't just make unnecessary assumptions. Don't just say what you cannot prove. You just stay on your own. You assume this person is from Angola. This person is a Ghanaian. This person is from Zimbabwe. You make assumptions when you cannot prove it. If I tell you now that I was born in Vienna, you will argue it. Wouldn't you argue it? You will say it's not true. If I tell you now I was born in Vienna, you say this man is a liar. You are not supposed to doubt me if I tell you I was born in Brussels. If I tell you, this is African mentality, you say you're a liar. It's not true. If I tell you I was born in New York, why should you? Are you my parents? Were you there when I was born? Do you know me before? Why should you argue me? If I tell you I was born in New York, why should you argue me? Are we related? Were you there when I was born? The only way to prove if what I said was the truth or not is bring evidence. If I tell you I was born in New York, a wise person should say, oh yeah, show proof. But Africans don't think along this line. They say it's not true, you are a liar. What wise people should say, were you born in New York? What happens? My parents may give birth to me in New York. After a month, they take me back to Africa to go to school in Africa. And in Africa, I learned how to speak African language, African culture, and I lived in Africa the most part of my life, and later come back to America. And you say, if I tell you I was born in New York, you say, no, you were not born there because of my accent, the way I speak. Did you know that there are so many Africans? There are so many Africans that gave birth to their children in US. After birth, they took their children back to their home countries. Because I know any child that is born in US gets automatic citizenship. So many African people travel to US and give birth to their children. After birth, after delivering that child, you see them take the child. The child will not have American accent, will not know American way of life. You see the child speak the native language of the parents, act like a typical African. After 18 or 20 years, the child can go back. Because the child did not live in US, the child wouldn't have that American accent, American way of speaking English. And if the person is telling you he was born in US, you say it's a lie. This is a typical African person. If the person tell you he was born in America, you say it's a lie. And you were not there. You are not being logical. You are not there. You were not there. You don't know. So you were not there. Somebody you don't know. You don't know the person. You have no history, no record. You assume, you make assumptions, you assume, you believe, you talk. I have a son. Let me educate a lot of you. We are all different in our ways, and we are all talented in different ways. My last son can speak even. There are some languages he speaks. Man, me myself, I get shocked. Sometimes you see my wife, everybody will be laughing. This is somebody that, after watching American movies, he will speak exactly like African Americans. You will never believe that he was not born in US, and he has never been there before. If my last boy, he speaks pidgin English more than every people born in Africa. He speaks because he has friends. He was born in Vienna, but he speaks. If he is here now, if he speaks, you will never believe he was born in Vienna. Why are you guys like this? If the boy speaks, you will never believe it. It is only when he brings out his birth certificate, you will know that he was born in Vienna. The lesson is, the moral lesson of this story is, never you make unnecessary or baseless assumptions. Before you come out, before you say something, before you say anything, make sure you are sure of what you are saying. You can prove it. If you go to court now, if they tell you where, if they ask you where I was born, you don't have any proof. Can you prove? You have no proof of my nationality or my place of birth or anything. You have no proof. And you just go online and you begin to talk anyhow. This is why you fail exams and you lose cases. If you're not sure of anything, don't say it. Don't be moving around with African mentality. Don't be moving around with African mentality. Know it now. Hear it from me. I keep it real. Kuba Quest is asking, who am I talking to? Am I talking to ghosts or what? I'm talking to people. Say, who am I talking to? You hope you've learned it. Before you, don't just assume things in life, or don't say what you cannot prove. Know it. I cannot, before I can say anything, if it first, some people don't know. You just move about because of where you come from. You just move about and assume things. This person looks like he looked like somebody from Angola, so he's from Angola. Or maybe because if I should speak Portuguese, I have Portuguese accent. You assume I'm from Portuguese. Why maybe I lived in Portuguese for almost all my life, but I'm not from Portuguese. You understand me? Maybe I lived in Portuguese all my life, but I'm not from Portuguese. You got the gist now. She assumed, yes, she's not sure. Say what you are sure of. Learn it from me. Say what you are sure of. I didn't get the question. Somebody says, as an African, which mentality should one move around with? How do you mean? Move around with which mentality? How do you mean? African mentality. You say, how do I mean by African mentality? That is, don't just make conclusions of things you know nothing about. Did you hear me right? Yes, don't just make conclusions of things you know nothing about. If you go to court, what happens? Have you gone to court? Here in abroad, to win a case, you must have proof, evidence. They say in German language, you call it Beweis. You need to have proof, evidence before you can win a case. You can't just go to court empty-handed, you have no proof, and you think you are going to win a case. You cannot win a case. Either you have witnesses, you must have witnesses, or you must have a proof before you can win a case. Stop being ignorant. That's what I mean. If you here in Europe, what they want, anything is proof, certificate. That's why. Now, if after school you graduate, they give you certificates. After your secondary school education, after your university education, you get a degree, after you get a certificate. That's a proof that you attended that school, you graduated, you have a proof of your education, that you went to school. If they ask you which school you attended, you show them, look, this is my certificate. That's why they give you certificates. If not, everybody will claim that they went to school, why they did not. Are you getting it? Yes. Why do you get, after school, you get certificates? That's a proof of you graduated from this school, you went to this school. You just stay anywhere you are, you make assumptions, you conclude, you make conclusions. That is, I don't understand to these people. I don't understand you guys. I don't understand you at all. Ask lawyers. To win a case in law, in the court of law, you must have beweis, you must have evidence. And if you have no evidence, you lose your case. Boska, I see you. You don't understand it. If you tell me I'm from Cameroon now, I ask you, I tell you I'm not from Cameroon. You force me, you say I'm from Cameroon. I tell you, you need to prove that I'm from Cameroon. Bring proof that I'm from Cameroon. Why are you guys not wise? Give evidence of you need to bring proof. In Austria, if you are a citizen, there is what is called Staatsbürgerschaft Nachweis. You have certificate of citizenship, something to prove that you are a citizen. So if I tell you I'm a citizen of this country, I will prove it to you. I'll bring the birth certificate, I'll bring everything to prove it to you that I am a citizen of this country. That is what is called Staatsbürgerschaft Nachweis. I prove it to you. If I tell you I'm from Ghana, if you say I'm not from Ghana, I prove it if they have certificate, certificate of citizenship. I show it to you. Do you have certificate of citizenship in your country? You don't have it. That is why you assume everybody is from your place. Do you have certificate of citizenship? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you know what is called certificate of citizenship? This is a proof of your nationality, to prove that you are a citizen of this country. Well, guys, I don't want to spend so much time. I want to bring this. Hope you've learned. Say what you are sure of. See, let me tell you something. How do I put it now? The only thing I've got to say is, learn to say what you are sure of. Before you say a thing, be 100% sure of what you're saying. If they ask you to prove it, make sure you provide evidence. Prove that thing. You don't come online and be making comments anyhow. You don't know me. Do you know my family background? Do you know where I come from? Do you know where I come from? Do you know where I was born? You don't know where I was born. You know nothing about me. You don't know nothing about me. You come online and you know nothing about me. Well, guys, I hope you've learned it now. Well, guys, I want to end this broadcast here. I keep telling people, don't judge anybody, don't assume, don't be sure of what you say. At this stage now, before I make any statements, before I say, I cannot just say what I cannot prove. Cannot prove. So guys, I just came out to spend some time with you guys. I'm gonna go live later today. The Destiny Stealers, okay, maybe we are gonna discuss it later tonight. Maybe. Depends on how I feel. Okay? We may discuss it later tonight. So guys, I want to end the broadcast here. I'm not feeling too well. So if you haven't joined my page, join my page. Follow my page. Later this evening, we continue with our story. Sugar Slim Robinson, I see you. Don't say what you don't know. Before you say anything, make sure you can prove it. Let it be what you learned now. Paul by Waters, I see you. Paul by Waters, I see you. Before you say anything, be sure you can prove it. Don't make assumptions, baseless assumptions. If I bring my birth certificate now, all of you will run. If we bet, if you send a betting, if we bet now, if we bet one time, everybody that is making baseless assumption now will lose. Get here, I see you. If we say, well, let's bet, all of you will lose. So guys, I will be going live later today again. I'll go live once more. I appreciate everyone that joined me. The party must go on. The party must go on. We are not stopping. The party must go on. So I will be going live. I will be coming back with another interesting topic. Hope you have learned now. CK Youth, there so. Jenny Nation, I'll be going live. I don't know, but very soon. I have nothing doing. 3mm, I see you. Merry Christmas. I'll be going live soon. Learn it. Before you meet, you want you the feel am. Okay, that's it. Don't just say things you cannot prove. Don't say things you cannot prove. Before you can say, look at this person is this, be sure, make sure you can prove it. Some people are not intelligent. Be sure of what you are saying, that when they call you, that's why you see me, I don't talk people. I don't come here to tell about, before I will say something, I'll be 100% sure of what I'm saying. I don't defend people. Have you seen me defend people online? I cannot do it. I must be sure of what I'm saying. Even if I'm sure, I cannot say it because it's not right to discuss somebody online. People hear news, they grab news, they don't investigate. People don't investigate. Before you go online to publish any story or anybody, be sure of what you are saying. You don't just do things anyhow. This is what I call African mentality. You don't investigate. You just make conclusions. Before you post somebody, before you tell a person's story, make sure what you are saying is the truth. Make sure you can prove what you are saying. If they call you now, how do you prove this? You have no proof. You have no evidence. If you apply, when you go to embassies and apply for visa, what happens? They stamp visa in your passport. A proof, that is entry visa. That is a proof that you are allowed. There is a proof. If you get to the, when you arrive at the airport, you show your visa, proof, entry visa, proof that you are allowed to go to enter this country. That is proof. Whenever, if you want to stay, if you want to prolong your stay, you go to immigration, they extend your visa. And whenever they control you, the police controls you, you show evidence you are allowed to, there is a proof. You are allowed to stay in this country. So, that is it. With this, I want to end the broadcast. I was distracted by that lady, but then the party must go on. I'm coming back later to continue with my gist. So see you guys later. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to this page. That's a way of supporting a brother. Somebody asked, is there greener pastures in Europe? The pastures, they have all turned brown. The pastures are brown now. We are waiting for the pastures to turn green once again. The pastures are no longer, the sun dried up the whole pastures. It's now brown. We are waiting for it to turn green once more. Even I'm thinking whether to carry my load, go back. I don't know. Because the greener pastures are no longer, it has turned brown. Yes, the pastures are no longer green. The pastures, it has turned brown. So guys, if the pastures are green, I wouldn't be here talking. I would be somewhere making money now. Don't forget to follow. See you guys later.